there. On today's episode of Straight Talk with Tammy Consejo, we're talking with Kat Parah. I've just experienced a very relaxing time with Kat, and I asked her if she would be willing to share with us what she was doing and why. Hey, Kat.
Hey!
Thank you for agreeing to do this.
Oh, thanks for interviewing me.
So what would, I feel like I just had a relaxing nap.
Nice.
It was a great experience.
That's nice.
And my husband Michelle's here recording, and he may or may not jump in on his experience. But can you tell us what you were doing and why, and how anyone looking at our interview and watching this could try this themselves? So what were you doing?
Sure. Okay, so my whole point is to have people without having to think about it and think that they're doing the work, feel better about themselves, live in joy, feel gratitude. Sometimes it's really hard for people to be grateful for things because everything is so heavy, everything seems so big, we have so much stress, we have so many things we have to do. One of the big goals is to learn how to breathe with a relaxing breath. Instead of a lot of times when you go to yoga or when you go to a relaxation practice, or they'll say, take a deep breath in, let it, and to me that's very tensing and stressing, and so there's a lot of excitement in your body when you do that. And so when I do this, it's you relax the breath in, you relax the breath out, you use a belly breath. The belly breath is a nice, gentle, relaxing breath, as opposed to a chest breath, which is a fight or flight, tense, I gotta get out of here, give me some air fast. So you want nice, slow, and it just naturally goes in and out. And so I have an easier time helping people to relax as long as I get them out of their chest and into their belly when they breathe.
It feels very different.
Your body does it for you. You don't really have to learn how to relax because your body knows, well, if I'm in that safety breathing, that safe belly breathing, my body automatically lets it go and gets me into that space. So that's the number one thing that I do. And the other thing is grounding. We all live in our head, right? We forget we're part of the earth. We're like, I gotta go here, I gotta do that, and all these things are in my head, I can't forget this, and and all of a sudden you're like living above the earth, it's like you're disconnected from everything. And so I just do some kind of little grounding, get your feet in the earth somehow. Maybe we're in the water, maybe we're in the grass, maybe we're following tree roots down and we're just connecting. And we're feeling the heartbeat of the earth, and we're recognizing that that's our same beat. We all have that rhythm. A lot of people, you'll notice, they rock. They rock really slowly, but I rock a lot. I'm always rocking.
I do that a lot. I'm kind of doing it right now, now that you're bringing it up.
It's your connection. It's your heartbeat, your connection with the earth, and so you feel that you're connected. But if your brain is all busy inside itself, it creates a disconnect. Even though your body is still there, your mind is somewhere else. And so when you consciously ground, you don't have to go outside to do it. That's the other trick about your mind. You don't actually have to go anywhere to have a wonderful journey. You can go on vacation anytime you want. All you have to do is imagine that you're there, because your mind cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. As soon as you imagine something, your mind says, oh, this really happened, and we're gonna release all those chemicals that go along with this. And so people that catastrophize, right? They're creating all of these stress chemicals because their brain can't tell the difference between what you're thinking and what's really happening. So your brain will just believe whatever you think. And so that's the other thing with the grounding that I do, is that it gets your brain to slow down. to pay attention. Let's pay attention that we are part of this earth, and we don't have to go a million miles an hour, and we can just be. And that's a lot of talking for a little question.
No, it was, you're making some really key points. It's so common for us to think we can't relax until tonight or next week.
Everything has to be in the right space.
Or
yeah.
I have to save up money for this amazing vacation.
Yeah.
Until I can relax. And you can relax in just a few moments. It does calm your nervous system down. And what you said so important about your brain believes what you tell it.
Your brain believes what you tell it.
Yes.
And even if you are at the point where you're not in control of your mind and your mind just flitters off, when you notice that your mind is flittering off, you're not in charge of me, right? You're not the boss of me. Come back here. Let's think something else, because you're not the boss of me.
Yes.
And that stops that negative chemical, that stops that. And
it absolutely does.
And so you can just think of something fun in 1 minute. You can say, all right, I am going to think of the most fun that I ever had naked. Right? How much can you be angry or, right? It has to be something bizarre. It has to be something out of the ordinary. So you always want to have that gun loaded. I want to have that memory of something bizarre, or that memory, that time that I was at the top of the, what is that big thing that you go on? The Ferris wheel. I was at the top of the Ferris wheel and I saw this amazing thing, right? It could be that, because that's an everyday thing. But if you can find that non-everyday thing that's very lighthearted and load your gun with that. So when your mind is like, you say, hey, come back here. I'm going to think this ridiculous thing. You know, the day in the pool when my bathing suit fell off, or you know what I mean? That one memory of, you know, your husband's blowing soda out of his nose. He's laughing so hard, right? It's something ridiculous. And it immediately will take you out. You can't help it. You can't help it.
Then all those stress hormones come down and the breathing becomes deeper.
And then you laugh, right? If it's better, if it's a funny one, because the minute that you laugh, now you have all these joyful hormones that come in and let them carry you. Yes.
Well, thank you for doing
You're welcome.
This was a spur of the moment. I keep doing these unplanned things and people say yes. So watch out. If I know about you doing something that is good for others, I'm coming for you and I'm going to ask with no warning maybe. Thanks for being here and I'll see you next time.